Hey guys, Nate here. So today I didn't really anticipate doing a video, but then I heard about these two stories, and I just got so excited about them that I just had to. Anyways, the first story is that Oculus has just announced a partnership with Microsoft, and the Oculus Rift will in fact be compatible with the Xbox One, which is pretty big. Unfortunately, they didn't say all of the games that it would work with. However, they did confirm Forza, Halo 5, and Sunset Overdrive. Now, those are all Xbox One exclusives, so I'm not sure if it's going to work with anything other than Xbone exclusives. I hope it does, and there is talks about Grand Theft Auto 5, which, man, would be exciting. Anyways, this is a pretty big deal, and also, the Xbox One's controller is what Oculus is going to model its gamepad after, which is pretty cool as well. I'm sure Microsoft paid Oculus a lot of money for this, and I'm glad they did, because, man, this is huge. We know Sony has unveiled Project Morpheus, which I'm going to talk about in a second, and that Microsoft hasn't really done anything to contest that, really. They've kind of just let Sony do that. They haven't said it or announced anything until now, and I'm glad to see Microsoft finally contesting them. It's going to be very healthy for the industry to see such a competition, and I'm really, really, really excited. Anyways, to a bit lesser news, I guess you could say, but it's still pretty big and still pretty exciting, is that this year's E3, Sony has dedicated more than half of its booth purely to Project Morpheus. Now, this excites me as well, because it shows that Sony is very, very, very dedicated to this. Project Morpheus is Sony's own spin on virtual reality headsets, and it's been kind of in the talks since 1990. So I'm excited to see what this baby can do as well, and I'm really glad to see that there's going to be such a competition for this market out there. It's going to drive them to lower prices, do better things with their technology, and altogether it's going to be much better for us, the consumer. So I'm very, very happy about this. And I'm not necessarily sure to what degree either of them will be implemented on to their respective consoles. I know that the Oculus Rift is really, really exciting for Microsoft, but I don't think they're going to use it on too many games. And the same applies with Project Morpheus, because right now both of these things are both these technologies are just in such an infancy at this stage that we don't really know exactly what they can do. It's going to be very difficult to see them live up to their full potential on such consoles. And I hope that they can kind of perfect the technology over the next few years. And hopefully, they'll be perfect by the time we get the 9th generation of consoles. The PlayStation 5, of course, and the Xbox 2, maybe? I don't know. I hope they don't name it that, but maybe 720. Anyways, it's just really exciting to see them do this. Also, there are some concerns going around right now about both of them, and the fact that they kind of induce migraines and a little bit of eye strain. In case you don't know, with these virtual reality headsets, they're kind of on par with 3D glasses and the level they work your brain to. Your brain's kind of in overdrive when you're on these things. It's not just like looking at a normal screen, and your eyes get really, really strained apparently. And they also induce headaches. After about, I heard 40 minutes was kind of the time they want you to use it, and then stop, knock it off, you'll get dizzy, and you'll hurt yourself. So hopefully they can fix that. Hopefully we can be able to use these for hours on end, which would be exciting. But if we try to do that now, our brains would melt. They're very, very, very stressful on your brain and on your head in general. So hopefully those issues can be worked out. And by the time the next generation of consoles is, which when I'm counting on them to really be good, they'll be amazing. And even now, I'm hoping they work with specific games like Grand Theft Auto 5. Maybe with what's that one big title coming out this year? Oh yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2, if that happens, that'd be cool. Hopefully we can kind of get a chance to play around with these things. Both of them are going to be priced at around $249 is what the rumor is. Some at about the $400 range. I'm not entirely sure about this, but the Oculus Rift is set to release in the first quarter of next year, so sometime between January and March. And the Project Morpheus apparently will release sometime in the first half of next year, so they're going to release very close to each other regardless. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please rate however you deem necessary, and I'm going to leave you to enjoy the rest of your wonderful days. Bye-bye.